Hello, I'm Jody Brenner Ginsberg of Ginsberg Law Offices. Today I want to speak with you about how very, very important it is to make a good impression, and more than a good impression, to avoid mistakes when seeing the workers' comp doctor. Understand, these doctors that you're being sent to by workers' comp already are hearing from the adjuster in most cases, or the employer, about when are you going to get back to work? Why is there anything wrong with this person? Why is the doctor putting restrictions on you? Why is he or she ordering tests of you? So it's very, very important that, number one, you are very, very together in your mind about how you got hurt. Now, obviously, if you had a head injury, that's a different story, and you'll bring somebody with you to the appointment. But very important and critical that you don't not fail to know what happened to you in your case. Oh, I know I slipped and fell. I hit my head on the ground, my back. I twisted my knee, I twisted my ankle, or whatever the case may be, and you are very specific with the doctor. Don't not tell the doctor, I know it's a double negative, don't fail to tell the doctor all the body parts that are injured. Even if one has gotten somewhat better, you make sure you list all the body parts from that very, very first visit with the doctor or the emergency room doctor, so that they know all of these things are wrong with you. And don't let them blow you off. Don't let the doctors or nurses talk over you. You make sure you are heard when you are with the doctor, and that you make sure they hear you about what is bothering you, what level of pain that you have. Don't just say, oh, my shoulder hurts or my back hurts. That doesn't mean much. I have a shoulder pain. When I move my arm, it's a level 7. I put it down, it goes down to a level 4. I have numbness and tingling in my fingers. I can't make a fist. That is very specific, right? As opposed to saying my shoulder hurts. You need to be very, very specific. So don't just say, oh, I don't know, my shoulder hurts, and leave it at that. Nope, be specific. In addition, you want to make sure when you leave that doctor's office, you look at the work restrictions that the doctor has given you. Let's say you hurt your shoulder or you hurt your leg. Let's use the shoulder as an example. You know you can't lift anything over a gallon of milk, a couple of pounds. The doctor says return to work lifting 20 pounds. Look at the paperwork before you leave that office. Say, doc, how could I lift 20 pounds? I can't even lift a gallon of milk. They need to understand, and you need to understand what's on the page, so that when you go back to your employer, they're not telling you to go out to the warehouse and lift 20 pounds, which is only going to make your shoulder worse, or your back, or you bending and stooping if you've hurt your back and you can't do it, and the doctor doesn't put cannot bend or stoop. So don't forget to look at the paperwork that the doctors give you. If the doctor talks to you about, I need to run an MRI on you, I need to order medications, make sure it's written on the page. If they don't do that, you need to be back in the room with the doctor and say, you told me I was going to get an MRI, can I please have the order? When my clients work with me, we give you very specific instructions so that you understand what you need to walk out of the doctor's office with, and how you need to relay information to the doctor so that they understand how you've gotten hurt, what your pain is like, what documentation you need to bring back to your employer. Don't fail to make mistakes that are going to hurt your case and, more importantly, hurt your body. If you'd like to speak with me about your injuries and about how to handle your doctors, please call me at 770-351-0801. I'll be more than glad to speak with you. Thank you. Hi, this is Jody, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about all rights and benefits available to you under the Georgia Workers' Injury Laws, I'd like to invite you to download my Georgia Workers' Compensation Survival Kit that I created for folks just like you. Some of the topics I cover include, can I get fired for filing a work injury claim? 8 critical mistakes to avoid. Is it true that the insurance company will hire a private investigator to follow me around and videotape my activities? What happens when the insurance company is late with my weekly wage payments? 7 specific tactics I recommend to maximize your case settlement value. If you or a loved one needs to maximize your recovery from your Georgia Workers' Compensation claim, you'll find this Survival Kit important reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit my website and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now, and as always, I wish you the best.